Hello and welcome to today's video. Today's video will be a return to Bellevue, but not to Bellevue downtown. Today I'm going to the Bellevue Botanical Garden. I'm going to do summer in the garden with the X-H2s here. Also going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to use a few different lenses today. So here's what I'm using today. I'm using the Viltrox 13mm f1.4, which is currently recording this video. I want to try some close-up wide angles of the flowers, see how that looks. I haven't done a lot of that. I'm also, instead of using the 16 to 80 that I usually use, I'm bringing the Fujinon 18 to 135 f3.5 to 5.6, and here's why on that. I really like that lens combined with extension tubes at 135 millimeters for some nice close-up stuff. So I'll use that, and then I also have the Fujinon 70 to 300 for close-ups when I can't physically get as close or I'm too lazy to get close. So that's the lens kit. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's going to be about 80 degrees. It's currently about 65. Be there in the morning, so hopefully there's calm and not a lot of wind. Maybe there'll be some bees. We'll see all the things. I'm really looking forward to this. This is another location I go to a few times a year, so I'm pretty familiar with it, but I really, really like it because obviously it changes with the season. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening with that. So onwards, I will check in with you after the photos. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you on the other side. There you have it, some photos from the garden in the summer with the X-H2s and a lot of photos with the 70-300. I'm always amazed with that lens how well it does in flower photography, at least for the kind of flower photos I like to take. The combination of the built-in image stabilization combined with the in-body stabilization of the X-H2s really does quite an amazing job. Some of those photos at 300 millimeters, around 1/100th of a second, they're nice and sharp. I'm pretty impressed with the technicalities of all that. You notice that a lot of those photos were bright sun, contrasty sun. Not my favorite time, to be honest, to create photos with flowers. I generally prefer overcast. I just like the look on the flowers a little bit. So one of the things I did in the midst of that sun was, even though I wasn't loving a lot of the photos, just because that contrasty light is so harsh, and I don't think it's a good complement for these, not delicate flowers, but for it doesn't show the best attributes of these flowers, in my opinion. So one of the ways to approach that is to find a different way in the existing light to create photos. So for me, what I was starting to do was look for backlight with the sun. So find translucent parts of the plants and leaves and create some backlight so that you get to see the textures and the glow, and it's just a different look, kind of making lemonade out of lemons in the light. So that was my approach. I go to the garden at least 4, 5, 6 times a year. It's a great place to do a couple things. One, obviously there's lots of photos, and I'm really grateful for that. But also it's just generally all the gardens I've been to, they're quiet places, except in portrait season on Saturdays when they get kind of busy. But they're lovely places to be in nature, get up, get moving, relax a little bit, think a little bit, create some art, create some photos, or just walk with your camera in hand and enjoy it. So if you get a chance in your neighborhood, if you have a botanical garden or something similar, I highly recommend it. Go a couple times a year or more. Go at different seasons, go in different light, go at different times of day, see what is your preference to find the kind of photos you like to create in a garden. Moving on to a couple personal notes. We'll start with the good news. I don't know if you noticed, but this channel has now reached over 5,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for all of you who've been with me on this journey so far together. I literally couldn't do it without you. That's how this community stuff works, how this social media. So I'm really, really grateful for all the feedback you've given me, for the critiques, suggestions. It's been super fun getting to know so many of you. I look forward to growing together, learning more with each other, and sharing photos and videos along the way. So thank you, and stay tuned for lots more. So on kind of a bummer note, this happened. There you go. So I have COVID. My case is presenting mostly as a cold. I have all the vaccine boosters and everything up to date. So I have it pretty mild, a little cough, a little ache, a little fever. I'm on this is day 2 for me. So yeah, it happens. Just so you know, the photo parts of this were created last week. Usually what I do is I create the photos on Thursday, Friday, and then I record this talking head to camera piece on the Tuesday. So there was a few days where I didn't have COVID, and that's when I made the photos. So if you haven't already, do the vaccine thing. I highly recommend it. My case is very, very mild. It feels like so far. Actually feel like I'm getting a little better than I felt yesterday. So your mileage will vary, I've been told. So I just want to let you know that it's all part of the journey. As always, if you have any thoughts, comments, suggestions on these photos, this video, please let me know in the comments below. I really, really enjoy having conversations with you, learning from you, getting suggestions and ideas. It's great, great fun, and probably the best part of creating videos for this channel. So thank you very much. If you get a chance and you want to do the like thing, I'd really appreciate that. You know what that does. That helps YouTube know more about what you prefer in videos. We'll show you more of similar kinds, hopefully. And then it helps this channel a little bit too by showing this kind of video to people who like similar kinds of videos to you. So thank you, thank you. One more request, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We're on the journey to 10K now, and if my math is right, we got about 2.5 years to go. So we'll see. Follow along, maybe we can go faster. Tell a friend or 10. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay well, and have fun creating photos. Bye for now.